So Porsches are a staple at Q Car Care. This right here, we've got, still very dusty from the pollen, but we've got a 993 Carrera in for a whole slew of services. But Porsches are near and dear to our heart. Not only are we Porsche owners, but they're cars that to us are kind of perfect, right? I mean, from an engineering standpoint, from how they look, how they drive, how they sound, how they are to work on. I mean, Porsches are just close to our heart, and there are often, sometimes we have 5, 6, 7, 8 Porsches at Q at one given time. So we're gonna walk around and see what else we've got for Porsches here today. Show you guys a little bit about it, but we've got our Porsche Event is coming up, and we've been doing that for the last 5 years. It's the Porsche Club in North America. It's the New England chapter. They come in and we do a whole day that it's a tech session. It's a time for guys to come and hang out around cool cars. And that's coming up this weekend. So super psyched about that. And let's go see what else is around the property for Porsches right now. So also here, we've got a 991.2 Carrera T. This one belongs to Mr. Ian. And I know that he won't go on camera bragging about it, so I'm gonna do that for him. So this car is special for a lot of different reasons. Some of it's personal touches, others how it came from the factory. As you can see, it's got an absolutely amazing staggered 20 and 21 inch HRE wheel setup. These wheels, to me, make the car, but there are so many other different features about this that make it really cool. So it is the T, which means that it's kind of the more lightweight, true, pure sports car version of the 911. And this one is equipped with carbon buckets and a manual transmission. So you combine that and some of the other mods that he's done. I know he's got a SharpWorks tune on this car. It sounds great. It's fun to drive. It looks freaking amazing. And also in yellow, which is his favorite color. I think this is a pretty cool car. So this is me bragging about Ian's car for him because he won't do that. And just a couple more small features on this thing on the outside. All the T's, and these are features that we added at Q, Ian's personal touches. But the T's come with these gray mirrors, right? So you got gray mirrors, you've got the gray side graphics here. If you follow me around to the back, you can see that a touch that Ian added himself was he did the T gray for Porsche lettering, and then also added a GT3 Touring spoiler for the rear, also painted T gray. So, cool touches that aren't too much, which is kind of what we always try to go for. But yeah, this is one of my favorite cars, and, no matter what we've got on the lot. Yes, it's sitting next to a new Ferrari 296. So let's continue around and see what we've got in Big Q3. Let's see if we've got a Porsche in here. Whoa, that's not a Porsche. That's Vinny. Hi, Vinny.
How's it going?
What's up? So, wow. All right, and that is why we are, this is reaffirmation that we're good at what we do, because this is jet black paint, and if you look at this in the light, you don't see, there's not a swirl in this. This is perfect, okay? And this is GM black. So for those of you that know, this is the hardest factory paint to work on, and just in general. So Vinny's clearly got this dialed in. I saw this thing come in when it was in rough shape when it came in. So, dude, awesome job. This is like,
thank you, sir. Again,
GM black. So, all right, not a Porsche, but still pretty impressive. So let's continue on. We'll try to find some more Porsches. Oh, we've got one. Yep, we've got a 911 GTS. Looks like it's getting wrapped in Stealth paint protection film right now. So, awesome. So as you guys can see, this is actually getting a satin clear bra right now. It's going to change it from gloss to a satin finish, which totally transforms the look of the car. If you take a look at the hood, it's already complete. But the rest of the vehicle, all down the side, every inch of the painted surfaces on this car is going to get covered with Expel Stealth. Again, giving you that stealth look. People often ask, oh, is that a paint job? No, it's just a much more durable way that you can change the entire appearance of your car. So again, another Porsche in here. I'm going to get out of these guys' way so that they can continue, but looking awesome. All right, it looks like I found another cool one. So this is a brand new Targa GTS, which is covered in pollen like everything else in New England at the moment. But this car is special, and Porsches in general just mean so much to me. And that might sound a little bit silly, but ever since I was 5, I have been into these cars. And I remember my grandparents got me a book for Christmas when I was 5 years old. And there were Porsches in that book. And that was around the time that the Boxster and the 996 had come out. So I thought those were cool, but I was also super into the air-cooled stuff and, a 2.7 RS. And I had a neighbor with a silver 944 that I was blown away that the speedometer went up to 160 miles an hour. So the fact that we get to work on this stuff, and I mean, I would have cleaned this car for free, and don't tell the customer that, but I would have cleaned this car for free, several years ago. And to have the privilege to be able to work on this stuff literally day in and day out is just so awesome. I was fortunate enough to become a Porsche owner in 2017. I own a 2014 Cayman S that's super near and dear to me. It's in the same color combination that this Targa's in. But these cars just, again, it brings something out of us. And I'm not saying that we don't love other cars too, but Porsche is just so near and dear to us here at Q.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Vinny here at Q Car Care. We're at our PCA event showing off this 993 that we started working on this week. We did 2 steps of paint correction on that side of the car, did all the detail work. We ended up removing the wheels, getting the wheel wells, the barrels of the wheels all cleaned up, coated, so you can kind of see what the car is going to look like in the end when it leaves here. And on this side we still have all the swirls and scratches that were originally on it, the dirty wheels, the calipers, so you can kind of see the full before and after. This car is going to get PPF this week on the full front as well as the rocker panels, and we're going to finish out the paint correction as well as coat the entire car. So stay tuned for more updates. We have our paint correction and coating display here, kind of to show you the process of what we do here and what we did to get this 993 dialed in. We have our compounds, our polishes, our pads, our polishers that we use, as well as our ceramic pro coatings and the towels we use to level the coatings as well.
All right, so here we are in our new facility. We just held the Porsche Club event, which was absolutely awesome. Great turnout for a super rainy day. Surrounded by some pretty awesome stuff. We've got a couple 997s up front. We've got a couple GT4 RSs. We've got a GT2 RS, a Carrera T in the new wash bay. But it's just exciting to finally be in this facility. We absolutely blew through it. 60 days, we went from an old body shop that was absolutely dilapidated into a facility that I am genuinely proud of. So it's going to be wild to see this up and running. This is kind of our inaugural season opener event. Hopefully we are able to put on some more stuff for you guys. But anyway, in terms of the cars that we have in here, this is interesting because we have a 997.2 and a 997.1. So both of these cars are super rare. They're both shooting up in value. I think both these cars in the past 5 years have probably close to doubled in value. I would say that these are what are known as the last true analog Porsches. So the generation after the 997 has electronic power steering. So this is kind of considered the grail in terms of the last of the analog. If we walk through a little bit further, we've got these 9.8, well actually, so these are 982 chassis GT4 RSs. So these have the 4 liters out of the GT3, absolutely crazy car. We've got this one, paint to sample Irish green. This one is in the launch spec, which is the Arctic gray. Both look spectacular. Behind me is the Widowmaker. Widowmaker being the GT2 RS. So this is the top of the food chain in terms of 911s. This car is a twin turbo 3.8 liter, I believe. Absolutely mind-bending power. We were just talking to another one of our clients and joking about how you can possibly even drive this car on the street. And it's also rear-wheel drive too, which is how it got its name, the Widowmaker. That much power, that much boost, rear-wheel drive. This thing takes some serious skill. So in just 60 days, this facility has transformed from a dilapidated old body shop that was just filled with junk, and it was just nasty in here. There was an inch of dust on everything, and we've kind of transformed it into a state-of-the-art detailing facility. A couple more small tweaks, but we did an amazing lighting setup in here. So we've got R-Base 17s. I believe there's 45 lights in this side and this side combined, but that's brighter than an operating room in terms of the candle scale. Also did light boxes going all the way around the floor, so that way that really helps when you're down working on the cars. You're able to see a lot of the stuff. Now this area is going to be primarily used for our detailing, our paint corrections, our preps, our ceramic coatings. Our other building will be for film, because you do need a different environment to install film than you need to install the ceramic coatings and do the detailing. That being said, having a little bit more space, having all the tools, having the finest aerials, we have a Kaiser air system in here. It's kind of the stuff that I've been dreaming of having since I started this business 10 years ago. The guys, I think, are even more excited than I am. We're going to be doing a full air conditioning system in here. And yeah, it's just finally coming together. So we probably get another 2 weeks until it is 100% up and running. But again, it's only been 60 days and the transformation has been absolutely wild. We've got some really exciting stuff coming up. So please subscribe to the channel, see what else we've got going on. I promise that you will not be disappointed.
This is going to be satisfying.